Search operations are being conducted by the security forces as well as the police STF around the island. We have details of that coming up as well. As you saw on our headlines, we have sent a special team of reporters led by one of our senior investigative journalists, Sulfik Farzan, to the Saindamardu area to get an update from that location as well, where several explosions happened yesterday. We reported to you on that as well. But the main concern right now is about police curfew. We have confirmed through police sources that police curfew will not be in effect in the island. However, 3 places, especially the Kalmune, Samanture and Chavalakade area, there will be a curfew in place in these areas. This morning we saw curfew being lifted at 10 this morning and being reimposed at 5 in the evening. So thereby police curfew will be there in these areas. As we saw earlier, we have a special report being filed by Newsfirst Sulfik Farzan, who travelled to this area where several explosions were reported yesterday. We'll have a look at that report now.
The 2 vans recovered from the site where 15 people killed themselves through detonation were seen towed into the Ampara police. Life in Ampara is beyond normal. It appears to be seen from a horror movie, empty streets and less people on the streets.
Newsfirst has been given exclusive access to witness the material that was recovered from the 3 houses that were raided in the eastern province following the Easter Sunday in various locations in the country. Now, among the items recovered are gas masks and chemicals that are rarely used in the manufacturing of explosives. Now, authorities here, including the scene of crime officers, tell us that there is a possibility that these terrorists were planning a chemical attack as well, and that is why you have items like sulfuric acid and a gas mask here. Now, what you're witnessing right now are ball bearings taped into various shapes and forms, and the authorities here believe that these could be to be used as disguises for various items that these terrorists plan to detonate at various locations. But we cannot be certain as to what their plans were. But this is what the authorities are speculating and assuming that these terrorists were planning.
With the police special task force, we were also given access to the house in Saindamaruthu where the terrorist caused chaos.
This may look like a scene from an action movie, but it is not. I am standing in the middle of the house where 15 people reportedly blew themselves up to avoid capture from security forces recently. Now, they believe that this was used as a safe house of these members of the terrorist group responsible for Easter Sunday's terror attacks that claimed 253 lives. Now, if you look at the walls in this house, it is the same that was used by the terrorists in their second video, which they released while the attacks were going on, while the gun battle was going on, right here in Saindamardu just 2 days ago, an area which is known for peaceful life, but now has turned into chaos.
Just moments before, forensics discovered the charred arm of a small child from the premises together with a fragment of a skull. In addition, there were parts of a microphone, a tripod and a 5,000 rupee note, a magazine among many which were discovered. What is even more astounding is that 5 kits worn by children were discovered from the ruined houses. Sources claim these clothes were purchased from Giriulla and some of them are missing. The Batiklo Church remnants continues to haunt the locals of the Easter Sunday attacks, asking why this happened.
Following a tip-off that inside this house that they have that there are several equipment that are being used to make suicide rests, including the ball bearings and the metal balls. Now, what you see right now is the aftermath of the search operation. The STF have stripped this place apart, leaving no stone unturned, trying to find more clues about the terrorists connected to Sunday's Easter terror attacks that claimed the lives of more than 250 people. Now, the visuals that you're seeing right now are from inside the house in Nindavur, where everything has been stripped apart, looking for clues, the clothing, the beds, the mattresses, everything in this house used by the people who lived here just on rent have been put apart in search of more clues. Also, you can find a separate garage where parts of a 3-wheeler can be found. Now,
You might remember the visual that we aired yesterday where a woman and a child being rescued by the security forces and being taken to an ambulance to receive medication. Now, the police media spokesperson spoke to the media earlier in the day and revealed of the identity of these two, the child and the woman, and it is said that they are believed to be the wife and child of Mohammed Zahran.
පොලිස් සසමේ සයින්ද මරුදුවල
A woman and a child who were found at the house, which falls under the purview of Saindamarudu Police Division, where a gun battle and an explosion took place, were immediately taken to the hospital by police and Sri Lanka Army. The two who sustained injuries from the incident are currently receiving treatment at the Ampara Hospital under police protection. It has now been revealed that the woman is the wife of terrorist Mohammed Zahran, one of the suicide bombers in the Easter Sunday attacks. She has been identified as Abdul Qadir Fatima Sadia. The other injured individual has been identified as Mohammed Zahran Ruzaina, the 4-year-old daughter of Mohammed Zahran. They were identified following statements recorded from the sister and brother-in-law of Mohammed Zahran.
ස්වාමි පුරුෂයා විසිනුත්